is today's engineering, isn't it?
All right, let's see if this works. Sometimes technology has a mind of its own. We are having bad weather here in California. I think that's messing up with my internet connection. And by bad weather, I mean it's raining. Yeah, that's Storm Watch 2019 for us. Yeah, the temperature is going to be about 62 degrees today. Good morning, everybody. Bitcoin Brandon from Los Angeles, California. Early Saturday morning crypto talk. Shane O'Mac, Shane McMahon. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up button on the YouTube channel. Type in the chat box where you're listening in from. See, we've got Abdul Wild, Mahfouz, Bethany Gibbs from Seattle, Shane West from Chicago, Frozen Tundra. How are you guys surviving out there? I saw a report that said if you spent like 5 minutes outside, you're going to get frostbite somewhere. No crime this weekend. Speaking of this weekend, Super Bowl weekend, where my Los Angeles Rams is going to stop Tom Brady and the Patriots dead in their track. Court Gomes from Florida. As a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share a suggestion, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. There's 4 rules I live by in the crypto space to have success. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get your return on investment back as fast as possible. And rule number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What are you willing to do to make that happen? Find a vehicle like KGX. Make a decision, take action, and do not get distracted. There's so many things out there that can distract you in this space. You have limited resources. Now, this is not going to guarantee you success or eliminate your risk, but it will minimize your risk. And that is the most that we can ask for. All right, let me hit screen share here. I got some new technology to share later, too. Oh, wow, my system's moving. The internet is acting up here because just raining. That's how California is. It starts to rain and nothing works right. All right, let's try this. You should be able to see my screen, but I need to double check on my other computer. All right, here we go. All right, let's look at the coin market cap for today. It shows 114.2 billion. Some $500 million has been added. BTC dominance is at 53.4%, which meant Bitcoin got some money. Bitcoin's at 34.79 according to coin market cap, and I like to see a more up-to-date version of that. So I'm going to look at that in a second. But it's flatlined in the last 24 hours. Only 0.01% movement. Ripple, negative 0.43%. Ethereum is up a little bit, almost 1%. Bitcoin Cash, almost 3%. The market looks flatlined, but moving in the mixed direction. Some pointing down, others are pointing up. Oh, wow, look at that. What is going on with Zoom? Share screen again. Yeah, Zoom is acting up on me. Good morning, Tommy, Linda, Lashana. Let's see, the best performers of the last 24 hours, Nexo, 23.63%. Augur, Stratus, Qcoin. Electronium is up 4.4%. It's almost at 0.007 cents. Bitcoin Cash, 2.89%. But Nexo up 23%. What about worst performers? Polo, PundiX, negative 3.94%. Project Pi, Made Safecoin, Loopring, Ravencoin, GX Chain. So that's pretty much flatline. See if Poloniex numbers telling me anything new. No, this is still loading. So I'll come back to look at that. Let's see some news for today. Hedge fund CEO or CIO. What does that hedge fund CIO stand for? Chief Investigative Officer? Says Wall Street is in a chicken race with cryptocurrency adoption. All right, let's put this in the chat box. One of the cryptocurrency investment firm Block Tower Capital's co-founders, Ari Paul, recently embarked on a lengthy tweet storm. The overarching subject, Wall Street actors' potential adoption of cryptocurrencies. Specifically, Paul discussed the main barriers to institutional adoption of cryptocurrencies. He argued that the current bear market has prompted Wall Street to adopt a wait-and-see stance towards the burgeoning asset class, akin to that of a chicken race. Moreover, Paul suggested that financial institutions have three main viewpoints when it comes to cryptocurrency. First and foremost, he noted that there is a marked venture capital mindset, which is mostly concerned with whether institutional investments can capture additional value creation through early stage adoption as opposed to later stage investments. Zoom just went down again. I think you guys can still hear me, but screen sharing probably is not going to work. But I'm going to keep going because I'm playing Chicken Little with this. Then Paul also highlighted that there is a passive Bitcoin or index exposure, which relates to institutional investors' view on whether Bitcoin is going to become digital gold or if investments should primarily be used as a portfolio hedge. Furthermore, Paul also proposes that there is uncertainty over whether the cryptocurrency market is an arena where investors believe that they can generate profits as service providers or mainly through active banking. In addition to these main three philosophical question marks, Paul also said that many institutional investors are in wait-and-see mode due to regulatory uncertainties and the current negative market sentiment. Institutional adoption could happen. Here's their time frame. Third quarter 2019. So we're talking July, June, July, August, or July, August, September. Moreover, all of this ties neatly into the views held by Dan Morehead, CEO of Pantera Capital. According to Morehead, institutional investors will eventually enter the crypto market. However, he has also noted that this will likely not happen before the cryptocurrency price has recovered. Ari Paul's proposition is, however, not that institutional adoption solely hinges on a recovery in the price of Bitcoin. Rather, Paul has suggested that regulatory acceptance of Bitcoin is just as vital, seeing as current regulations are somewhat unclear. I've been too optimistic about the pace of institutional adoption in the past. It's coming, but I can't estimate which quarter, whether that's this year or 2022, that we'll see a big spike. As a humble guess, something like third quarter 2019, Paul tweeted. As always, it remains to be seen whether Paul's prediction that institutional adoption occurs around the third quarter of this year or not. Be that as it may, it does seem that Paul's other views tie into what a myriad of cryptocurrency observers have been saying lately. So I'm hearing that same thing. Third quarter, September or so this year, we'll start to see a turnaround. But so this is buying season now. You want to buy your coins. And screen share just went down on me again. Let's see if it just kicks back in like last time. So next article up is kickoff of nearly stable Ethereum 2.0 pre-release. Now, I didn't know there was a 2.0 project going on with Ethereum. And I did say a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of months ago, that Vitalik Buterin has been kind of quiet lately, especially during the fork of Bitcoin Cash and the war between Craig Wright and all the other Bitcoin Cash people. And Vitalik's been quiet behind the scenes, but obviously he's been working on something. So let me put a link to this. Oh, wow. Now it says chat has been disabled, disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Hey, I can apologize. We are having Stormwatch 2019 here in California. When the weather gets bad here, nothing works right. All of a sudden, internet connection doesn't work. We've got massive flooding in the streets, kind of. It's 52 degrees and raining right here, and our internet can't act right. But you should still be able to hear me because I'm calling in. I'm not using the internet connection. I'm actually calling in on my crypto phone. Love that technology, the crypto phone. All right, so this really is not kicking back in on me. Well, you can hear me. I'm going to go ahead and keep reading. So Ethereum 2.0 pre-release. Can't connect to our service. Please check your network connection and try again. And that just kicked me out of Zoom. Interesting. Let's see if I'm able to come back in. You guys definitely want to see this. Yeah. Thank you, Paul and Lorna. You can hear me, but you can't see anything that's on the screen. So let me try to correct that one more time. I think internet just popped right back on. Isn't that funny? Internet went down, right? But my crypto phone is still working. And I'm looking at my other phone, and it's acting funny too because it's connected to my Wi-Fi. And that's not acting right. All right, give me my meeting ID. Let's hop back in. Join. Meeting ID. Really? You're not even going to let me join now? All right, forget it. It's got a mind of its own. It doesn't want to act right. I just got to do this old school style. I say old school style. This is how my very first crypto talks used to be on Facebook. I didn't have any screen share or anything like that. Imagine that. Share screen, meeting ID. Network error. Yeah, okay, yeah, no internet's here for me. Well, at least my crypto phone's working fine without internet. That's why it's designed to do that. So I'll just read. We're going to go this old school style. Okay, based on a new post on Ethereum's GitHub, the cryptocurrency is kicking off its first pre-release with the project stated was nearly stable. Phase 0 is the digital currency's transition to Ethereum 2.0, which was placed on the channel on January 31st. The post states that the current release is the first of many to come throughout the month of February. Phase 0 in version 1 is nearly stable and relatively feature complete, based on information within the post. Ethereum 2.0 Serenity. Ethereum refers to its 2.0 version as Serenity, which plans on being the system's last upgrade. This is mostly due to the fact that the platform is moving from a proof of work to a proof of stake algorithm. This helps the network to address the fundamental questions surrounding issues such as scalability, security, and economic stability. As a result, Serenity represents that final stage in a series of 4 that was defined in Ethereum's roadmap. Currently, the platform is in the 3rd stage, labeled Metropolis, which includes 2 hard forks in the system, Constantinople and Byzantium. Both hard forks were specifically designed to clear the way for Ethereum 2.0. Well-known Ethereum co-founder Vitalik mentioned that the Serenity pre-release is essentially feature-ready for Casper. Casper, the friendly finality gadget, or Casper FFG, was initially published in the 4th quarter of 2017. At the time, Casper FFG was launched as a proof-of-stake, proof-of-work hybrid, which would establish stronger security and economic finality. Other proof-of-stake features in the works for Ethereum 2.0 also include the network's scalability functionality. This solution will split up transactions on the blockchain into smaller groups, which will help increase total throughput on the network. Goerli testnet platform. This is all, by the way, nerd language to me, but it's major news, so I got to read it so I have some form of understanding. In addition to the initial 2.0 pre-release, Ethereum also posted a new testnet, which it calls Goerli. The new testnet is now live and serves to provide a trial for the sharding solution for Serenity, which it refers to as Prism. A testnet platform provides developers with a simulated version of the main network. This gives them the ability to test smart contracts or perform upgrades without the need to provide computation fees when executed. The community build open source initiative, Goerli, will play a major role in syncing other Ethereum clients together. These include Geth, Pantheon, Parity, Ethereum JS, and Nethermind. Based on reports, the vulnerability discovered in the Constantinople hard fork in January was found by Chain Security, a smart contract firm that performs audits for blockchain projects. This issue was significant that it would allow for reentry hacks through the use of specific commands in the Ethereum smart contracts. All right, I guess we can keep an eye on that. They're going to make Ethereum a little bit better. Now, this is reminding me of 2017 old school crypto talk. No screen. Remember, I used to have my crypto talk images on the screen. That was it. Okay, last up. This is big major news. Wyoming recognizes cryptocurrencies as money. Now, we already have Ohio. Ohio allows you to pay your taxes with Bitcoin. That's Ohio. Uh-oh, what? Internet's back up? It allowed me to post that link? All right, let's see if I can get screen share back up. Maybe it'll work this time. Let's see. I think it's working. Maybe it didn't work. All right. Anyways, I tried. So Wyoming recognizes cryptocurrencies as money. The American state Wyoming passed a bill that will recognize cryptocurrencies as money on January 31st. How does the Wyoming and the USA like cryptocurrencies? Cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin gain more traction every day all around the world. The United States of America is no exception. However, some states are more cryptocurrency friendly than others. During the midterm election, 3 governors, who the blockchain advocacy group Digital Asset Trade Association rates as very crypto friendly, got elected to office in 3 states. A further 2 with the same rating achieved re-election in Rhode Island and Texas. Texas has a pro crypto guy. That's going to be interesting. They're the first to be putting cease and desist orders on everybody. The state of Ohio was the first to accept cryptocurrencies as taxes. Taxes on items from cigarette sales, taxes to employee taxes will be able to be paid with Bitcoin on Ohio. What's the one? Be able to pay with Bitcoin on OhioCrypto.com. The scheme is set to be rolled out for individual taxes at an unspecified future date. So one, I mean, it's just smart that they go ahead and allow crypto and recognize crypto. Why? That's more money for the state. This was the one thing issue I had with Texas back in 2017 to 2018, when they were cracking down on crypto stuff and negative towards anything crypto. I'm like, your citizens are making a whole lot of money. And what happens when they have new revenue coming into your citizens? They no longer need to be on government, what's the word I want to use? Government programs. So that saves money to the state. They have more money to spend in the economy, buying more TVs and cars and shopping and going out to eat the restaurants, buying more clothes. So they're spending money in your economy. And then best of all, they have more money to pay more taxes. It's a win-win-win situation. So why in the world would you want to do and put things in place that inhibit, that limit, that block the growth of something that's bringing more money to your state? Makes absolutely no sense. But we're talking about the government and bureaucracy. A bunch of people who have never been entrepreneurs, never created anything. They don't understand business. They all they want to know is control. Just makes no sense. They want to keep everybody in poverty and on the government dime. All right, anyways. The state of Ohio was the first to accept cryptocurrencies as taxes. Taxes on items from cigarette sales, taxes to employee taxes will be able to be paid with Bitcoin. Another state that wants to become the foremost cryptocurrency and blockchain state in the states is Wyoming. A few weeks ago, Wyoming passed, let's see, wait, I lost my track. So a few weeks ago, they passed 2 bills to incentivize blockchain businesses to open shop in the state. The 2 bills focus on bringing digital tokens under legal frameworks governing assets. On specific, that blockchain tokens are an intangible personal property, the plan is that they do not need an exemption from federal securities laws. Wyoming wants to give cryptocurrencies the same status as money Aha. And when one state does this, all the others follow suit. These two were only the start, and 1 week later, they introduced a new bill regarding the legal position of digital assets. They offer three classifications of digital assets: digital securities, digital assets, and most importantly, virtual currencies. Okay, digital security, digital asset, what's the difference? I know the difference, but what are they referring to? And virtual currencies, which give cryptocurrencies the same treatment as money within the state. Wyoming recently released a new bill to clarify the classification of cryptos. The proposed bill also authorizes banks to provide custodial services for digital assets. Oh, that's a big one. I still don't trust it, but that's a big one. That means that you can now store, or banks could create their own wallets, be like a Coinbase, a Gemini, and you can actually store your coins inside the banks. I don't trust that because I don't trust the banks that way. And yeah, they can keep my fiat money, but if you give control of your coins to the banks, what are the banks going to do with it? We already know what they do with your fiat money. The moment you put your bank, your check, your paycheck in the bank, they immediately turn around and invest it in something else to make money off of your money. So if they become custodials of crypto, will they have access to be able to mess around with your crypto? Or all can they do is hold on to it and we pay a fee for them holding it? Questions. We'll see. But this is a first step towards that. So Wyoming recently reduced the bill. Says the bill will go into effect March 1st. That's in 30 days, or less than 30 days. The state works hard to become a major blockchain hub in the United States. How many of you can find Wyoming on a map? I'm just saying. Many countries all around the world show interest in digital assets and the new technology. Sweden might become the first country to create a national digital currency. That's not true. Come on now. What do you think Venezuela's doing right now? They got the petro. Oh, we're not gonna recognize the petro. Thank you, Guillory. They're just gonna have our keys, not our coins. But if you got our keys, you have access to the coins. So we're not going to recognize Venezuela as having the petro, huh? We're just going to ignore them. So Sweden will be the first country, quote unquote, to be national currency, national digital currency. We know Russia's coming out with the ruble coin, Canada the CAD coin, United States Fed coin, Iran just announced they're coming out with our crypto real. India's looking into it. Japan's looking into it. The IMF says the world needs to have one. You guys follow the trends. You see what's happening. Next, Mexico's going to have the peso coin. All right, Russia, on the other hand, looks to replace USD with Bitcoin. Due to the impact of U.S. sanctions, it makes sense that Russia will look to mitigate the damage through Bitcoin. The country has been forced to dump U.S. dollars and U.S. assets. As a result, it is looking to invest what could be billions of dollars into the cryptocurrency. Russia stated that the inability to use the dollar would drive other countries to pursue other alternatives as well. That's an interesting one. All right, that was it for the news for today. I apologize for technical difficulty. We're having extreme bad weather in the United States, but in California, that's messing with. I was driving the other night. I was messing with street lights. We're not acting right. The internet's fluctuating. They're telling everybody to stay indoors, stay off the streets. Extreme bad California weather. It is 55 degrees and raining outside a little bit. So, you know, us in California, we don't know how to act. However, new technology on the forefront, and I love hearing about new technology. As you know, I got my eyes on the cell phone industry. I love the new product that's out right now that allows you to only pay one time and have unlimited talk, text, and web and no cell phone bill for 5 years. But check this out. You've heard about companies that are coming out with blockchain phones. You've got the Finney from Siren Labs. You've got the HTC One. You've got the Pundi X is coming up with their X phone. We've heard now that Samsung Galaxy, the S10, is going to have a blockchain wallet attached to it, a crypto wallet. I guarantee you, third or fourth quarter of this year, Apple's going to make an announcement of the iPhone being in the crypto space. We all know about 4G, but there's new speed coming out called 5G. Now, don't get excited by that. The 5G technology that wants to speed things up, there's major problems with this. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little sensitive when I put my cell phone up to my head. I don't. I either use a Bluetooth or I use speakerphone. Very rarely that I put the phone up to my head because it gives me headaches over a long period of time. I can't do that. And Court, you know what? I looked at the website today, and that $300 offer is still there. That has not been changed yet. It was supposed to, yesterday was the day that it was supposed to change. But it's still there, so yes, crossed off, marked down from $600 to $300. So if you did not get your SIM card yet for $300, you still can right now. I'm not going to talk about that, promote it, because it could change probably right after I say it. But if you just go to the website, go5mobile.com. Yeah, just go there. Let me put the link. go5mobile.com. But anyways, back to these phones. The 5G, the problem that the 5G is going to have is that, and I don't want to get conspiracy theory on you. You guys are smart enough to figure this out. But because of the toxins that we've been exposed to in our food, the chemtrails, the lead in our bloodstream, the plastics, when you put that 5G to your body, it's like a microwave, and it's going to ignite those foreign chemicals in your body. We don't know what type of health impact this is going to have long term, what tumors you end up with 20 years from now. But there's new technology. If you go to that website, go5mobile.com, at the very top, you're going to see something that's called Demora. Exclusive unlocked GSM devices coming soon, spring 2019. Click, check it out. The Demora phones. There's a new smart blockchain crypto phones coming out. Now, here's a couple of features of this phone. Number one, I think I got it right. It's going to be on the 4400 megahertz, which is what's called a healing frequency. So have you ever seen experiments where you've got like a glass of water or any type of liquid, and they put these vibrations, and the vibrations is able to cause the water to vibrate and act in a certain way? The molecules, the atoms in it, change shape. You have positive things, and then you have negative energy that can hit the water. Well, our bodies are what, 80, 70, 80% water? What happens when you put a healing frequency to that water, to your body? So the Demora phone, instead of being on a 5G frequency, is going to be on this healing frequency, so that when you do put it to your head, it's actually healing your body instead of hurting and harming your body. Talk about complete environmental friendly. We all love green right now. By the way, you guys been looking at your green accounts? We all love green right now. But now the all technology is going to move in that direction. Not only that, these phones is looking to be able to do one charge. How would you like to be able to charge your phone one time and never have to charge again for 30 days? One charge. You could go on vacation and you don't charge your phone again until you come back. Huh. What about having unlimited storage? So I just want you to picture this. This is the future. Number one, no more cell phone bill. Number two, 4,400 megahertz healing energy on your head and not 5G melting your body with the microwave. Number three, one charge in the battery and the phone lasts for an entire month, connects to the blockchain. And then ultimately, how would you like to get paid for using your phone? That's where things are going now. And it's going to happen faster than you think. So I got really excited about that. So spring, probably March or April. I think probably in March, those new phones will be available. So yeah, I mean, I'm a tech junkie, so I'm going to be getting the Galaxy S10 just because it's the latest Samsung phone. I'm going to get a Demora phone as well. And maybe the Finny, maybe. I think the Finny is already outdated now. That's how fast, they say technology doubles every 6 months. Now it's like every 3 months, every month and a half. So the Finny is already outdated if the Samsung Galaxy S10 comes out with the blockchain component to it. And then the iPhone after that's going to come out with one. So this is an exciting time if you're a tech junkie, you like that kind of stuff, to be alive. All right, well, that is it for Early Morning Crypto Talk. There will not be a KGX training today. We'll probably kick that back up next Saturday. There is a lot happening that you guys are going to be hearing about very, very soon. Real exciting time for KGX right now, especially now that we now have access to our green wallets. That has eliminated the dam that has been holding us back. Now that that is finally free, that blockage is free, you're going to see everything that they've been working on start to flow, and your mind is going to be blown. It is not going to be the same company as you know it. Those of you that were in Seattle, you saw Stephen McCullough coming out. Like I said, things are about to happen. Anyways, everybody have a great day. Get ready for Super Bowl weekend. We're hunkered down here in California. I'm going to mark myself safe on Facebook for California Storm Watch. Whatever damage happens, we will rebuild. But I'm also praying for all of those in the polar zones that's experiencing real weather, extreme weather, freezing. Make sure you check on your family, you check on your friends. I saw news that a FedEx worker froze to death the other day. Unbelievable. So let's keep all of our friends and family in prayer that is going through this. Stay warm, stay busy, and the storm shall pass. Have a great day, everybody. Bitcoin Brandon out. Wait, if I'm not on Zoom, how can I shut this down? I think I just hang up. All right. See you guys later. Bye-bye.